Today in Cannabis News, the California Department of Cannabis Control releases a policy plan that aims to modernize and optimize the state's cannabis rules. A U.S. representative introduces a bill to protect military service members from forfeiting their government benefits after discussing their medical cannabis treatments with VA physicians. And within a bicameral omnibus spending package released by lawmakers in the U.S. Congress, Washington, D.C. would remain to be barred from allowing adult-use cannabis commerce. It's Thursday, March 10th, and this is your Trichomes Morning Buzz.
Broadcasting live from the Trichomes.com studios in Southern California, it's time for your Morning Buzz. We bring you late-breaking news that keeps you up to date with what's happening in the cannabis industry.
First up, the California State Department of Cannabis Control has released a policy plan that, according to the organization, aims to modernize and optimize cannabis rules while also covering customer safeguards and urgent restrictions. The plan includes proposals for criteria for the utilization of appellations of origin, revocation of the mandate for vendors to hold printouts of testing results, continuing curbside pickups at shops, permitting prepackaged foods and drinks to be purchased at consumption parlors, allowing vendors to utilize parts of their vehicle to satisfy safety vessel specifications, and ingredient limitations for inhalable cannabis goods, among others. This proposal is a direct result of DCC's engagement with stakeholders and the thoughtful feedback received through letters, conversations, meetings, and previous rulemaking processes, said DCC Director Nicole Elliott. We are deeply committed to creating a cannabis regulatory structure that works for all Californians, including California's cannabis industry, consumers, and communities.
Next up. Within a new proposal introduced by U.S. Representative Seth Moulton, military service members would be encouraged to mention medical cannabis medications with Veterans Affairs physicians without forfeiting government benefits. The proposal's wording indicates that service members who participate in state-authorized cannabis systems are not disqualified for care and services furnished by the VA. The bill stipulates that persons cannot consume cannabis on any VA property throughout the country. However, that aspect of the bill would be abolished if the federal illegality is eventually overturned. The bill's principal goal is to formalize current procedures that permit VA physicians to discuss medical cannabis with veterans and to provide safeguards for service members who are open regarding their cannabis medication background. This would codify these policies in statute, making it impossible for succeeding VA officials to amend them unilaterally.
Last up, within a bicameral omnibus spending package released by lawmakers in the U.S. Congress this week, Washington, D.C. would remain to be barred from allowing adult-use cannabis commerce. However, another measure in the bill, which is anticipated to pass this week in the House and Senate, protects state and territorial medical cannabis systems from federal government meddling. The continued cannabis retail blockage in Washington, D.C. is a letdown for proponents who had thought that the Democratic-led U.S. Congress would delete the provision, as the House did in 2021 in its iteration, and the Senate did in an initial draft released by the Appropriations Committee. Advocates also urged the present state medical cannabis safeguard wording to be expanded to protect every state cannabis system from U.S. Justice Department interference, which also did not happen. House members are set to vote on the omnibus bill this week, only moments prior to a federal cutoff date that has been postponed on several occasions. The package would then be sent to the Senate before President Joe Biden would have to enact it to prevent a federal government shutdown on Friday at midnight. That was today's Buzz. Thanks for listening. For more cannabis news and insights from industry professionals and a place to discuss these stories and others, visit trichomes.com.
And be sure to catch up with all of our other cannabis industry-related podcasts like Hash It Out, Tech and Cannabis, or the International Cannabis Conversation wherever you get your podcasts. For trichomes.com, I'm RJ Baldick.
And I'm Devin Liao. Have a great day.